Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of This Week in Quality. I'm your co-host, Simon Tomes from the MoTaverse, joined today by the wonderful Demi. Demi, how you doing? How's your week in quality been?
It has been a week of poring over the data. It is one of the main quality aspects of the applications on my team are really data. It's like the bread and butter of what we do. So I've been poring over the databases and XML files and everything to see if they did it right. I had to check if 166 amounts have been correctly converted to euro and saved in the database with the right original currency exchange rate and then correctly converted to euro and made a new version of the file. So it was
Whoa, sounds full on.
so yeah.
But it also sounds like
it was.
Sorry to speak over you. I think your connection dropped. Yes, it sounds like given the amount that you had to do, all those number of checks, that sounds like a win, right?
It wasn't, because I had to send the ticket back. So I have to do it again when they fix it.
Yeah. Catching bugs, win.
No.
Yeah.
No. So no. But it's lots of fun. It was really a week that I went to developers like, okay, so I checked your ticket and I have a question for you. They're all like, oh no, what did you find this time? Because I had to keep coming back to every developer this week. So they were all on edge each time they heard me say, oh, I have a question for a developer. They were like, is it me? But it's okay. Most of them got things fixed the same day, so it's all good. We're working on it.
Nice.
Yes, and at least I am very happy. I'm like, oh, I'm doing my job right. But not sure how many people agree.
I'm hearing you. It's I mean, if the bug fixes do come back live on this episode, then you need to jump in and do a retest. Then we're all here for you, Demi. I think it would be a first to receive a fix during a live episode of being up on stage on TWIQ. We could all retest with you, and then if it passes, then that's the ultimate live win. Testing towards pushing something out to production live on an episode. I mean, there's got to be plenty of stars in that. That's for sure.
It would definitely be a first testing. I'm sure that many people here live in the audience will come on stage with us to share their wins. So we will have wins either way. But I'll see how I can arrange a win live on the stage. I'll probably have to stage something that earns me a badge or something. Like, it's okay. I'll manage. I'll find something. But until then, I would love to hear from all the people what their wins are, because I'm sure there's lots of things happening. So if you had a win this week, this month, this year, this century, I don't care, come share it with us. We would love to celebrate your wins, your whatever it is that you want to celebrate or share this week. Absolutely love it. Or if you have a problem, maybe we can help you with that, so we can help you score a win. It's also what we're here for. So definitely, as you can see, I have lots of energy.
It's great, Demi.
Anyway,
we're here for the energy. That's for sure. We're here for the energy. So yes, so just to clarify, folks, we have a wins episode. This is all about coming on stage, sharing your win, no matter how big or small. But there's been some good stuff. Loads of good stuff happening in the community this week that we can celebrate. So you can also add your wins for those joining us live in the chat, and then myself and Demi can read them out. If you don't fancy joining the stage, or you're not in the right place or environment to pop up on stage, but you should see a join the stage queue button or join the main stage button above one of our heads that you can click on, and that will tell us that you want to join the stage or join backstage, so you won't come on stage immediately, and then we can bring you up on stage. You can get involved. Cool. So yeah, I guess it'd be good to call out some stuff that's been happening this week. Um, it was lovely to see Deanna from Team MoTaverse. She ran her first ever 10K. Um, and she was kind of like, we were discussing it as a team, and well, myself, Deanna, and Sarah. And she was like, "Oh, I didn't think I could do it, but once I started going, um, then it got easier, and I could go from like 1K to 2K, a little bit further, and it was kind of overcoming that initial hesitation." And I was like, that would make for a good moment, because that would remind people that if they want to get started in the multiverse, they might be hesitant and they might be thinking, I don't want to get started, or it's too scary, or it's too hard, or too overwhelming. Um, so just folks who are able to kind of get past that and get stuck in. And I thought Deanna's story about her 10K felt analogous to what happens in the multiverse for people that want to contribute. So do go check it out. It's a lovely moment. It's also a very heartwarming story in that moment as well. So do go check it out. Another win this week, if I may, Demi, is we have had now 45 Call for Insights. So a Call for Insight is a conversation between two community members, or maybe three, where we deep dive into topics of interest. And yeah, we started in February or end of January, and it was nice to reflect on that experience. We didn't know it would grow so much. We didn't know it would go so fast, but it has done, and it's been amazing. Like, the people that have spoken on it have been absolutely awesome. It's been a great way for them to showcase their skills, their capabilities, to raise their profile within the multiverse. And also, yeah, for myself personally, it's been a privilege to do it. I've loved having these conversations. I've learned so much. I've leveled up my facilitation skills, my question asking skills, all of that stuff that's kind of comes with it as well. So we want to get to 100. So that's the challenge that we put out to the rest of the community. If you want to do a call for insights, let us know. You can just go on the contribute page, ministryoftesting.com/contribute, tick the box that says call for insights, and just give us an idea of roughly what you'd like to talk about, and then we can set that up. So that's kind of a way to just really go for it. Put yourself out there. If you've got some ideas, we could talk through those ideas on the call. It's low pressure. People don't have to prepare anything if they don't want to. And we actively encourage that. So you can just show up and get stuck in. Anything else that you spotted as well, Demi? A personal win, as well as all the bugs you've been finding in that data set? Anything else been going on?
There's of course lots of things going on at all times. You know me. But I quickly wanted to point out in the chat that Gary Hawk says that he also ran a 10K once, but he was by accident because he got lost exploring a new route.
Yes, Gary.
I love that. Exploratory testing in person, in production, I would say. But
I love that. That's brilliant.
No. So quickly wanted to point that out. I'm sorry. No, there's so much things going on, and I was really like, you have to go check the MoTaverse homepage every day or something, and there's always something new. I noticed. But I absolutely loved, like, there was I believe it was a moment by Adam Davis that he built a live pixel mesh display, and so he turned the whole audience, like, they put up their phones or something, and he turned it into a coordinated screen. I was like, oh, that sounds so cool. Can I watch this live? I would love to see that in person, or like showing in on being part of that giant coordinated screen. So I'm hoping to get to see that one day, because that sounds absolutely fun.
Yeah, it's cool.
We're so enthusiastic. We keep talking over each other. There's so much going on. Even like just today, I saw something going live about what was it? Company chapters arriving in the MoTaverse, and I was like, oh, what's this? I need to go read what's happening now, because you guys keep adding stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a great way for for companies to just showcase what they're up to, right? It's all part of the MoTaverse platform. They can say what's happening in their world, interesting things that they're writing about, talking about, things that they're spotting. So every company can get themselves a dedicated chapter. They can organize events. They can do all sorts of things, much like anyone who leads a chapter. So we have a This Week in Quality chapter. We can gather like we do every week. We can post various moments and tag them with the chapter so they appear on the chapter page. That's the cool thing about chapters, is they're open to everyone and folks can put themselves forward to lead. So I think the chapter pages for companies is great. Folks at that organizations can get a lot more involved in the community and get stuck in. So it's great to see that one go live earlier today. The other win I do want to call out, just before we bring Nadia up on stage, who's been waiting patiently behind the scenes. I finally got round to finishing. I was writing a series of moments called Things to Write About in the MoTaverse. And I've done them as a series of 10 moments. And it just gives people an idea of, here's some things you can write about. And it's little prompts. And I've written it in the style of a pessimist and a realist and an optimist having a conversation. And it's just to kind of give different takes on the particular topic that someone could write about. So that's now available as a series of moments. So if you want to start writing your own moments, treat the MoTaverse as your own blogging platform, you could go on that list and go, oh, I could write about this, or I could write about that. So I won't give them away. I do encourage people to go check it out. But there's, lots of ideas in there of things that you could write about if you're stuck. If there's like something on your mind, but you don't know how to frame it, or there's a certain theme about something, you can go on there and then get some ideas off that. So it was nice to finally get that live. That's been going on for a while now. So I got that finished. So that was a good win this week as well.
That sounds awesome. Now everyone in the chat is probably thinking, oh, what can I write about? So I'm just thinking, like, there's something I need to write down. Did I forget about it? Did I already do it and forget to send it in somewhere? Who knows? I have too much going on at one moment too. But yeah, that's awesome. I think I'll think about that and see if there's anything more I need to write down today. Yes. Thank you for the reminder, Simon.
That's brilliant, Demi. I think maybe there's some things going on in the chat that we should call out. Rich Adams, Edinburgh chapter, has just scheduled an event at Fringe Festival if anyone is holidaying in the area in August. Oh, that's very cool. So I'm assuming that's the Fringe Festival as part of the comedy festival. Is that right, Rich? Not that I've been before, but I hear it's very good. And then AD is saying, oh, every time I ping the meetup site list, the Leeds chapter gets a few more signups. Oh, that's great. That's cool. Keep on building the Leeds chapter there, AD. That's great. And then AJ is saying, oh, wow, Rich, that's actually very impressive, as I know the venues are very rare during Fringe. Oh, and Rich is saying to go and see a show, not get a venue. I got it. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe a bit of stand-up. As stand-up opportunity for you, Rich.
Yeah. A stand-up opportunity. A tester comedy club.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can just see it happening.
Brilliant. Well, let's.
Rich is saying that won't end well.
Yeah. Well, let's get Nadia up on stage. Hello.
It's good to see you. Good to be here. My win of the week, coming back to TWIQ.
Yes.
Definitely. But I have another one as well. I finally told HR that I will be moving to Belgium no matter what. So I think I might need a new job beginning of next year.
Right. Yeah.
So if you have anything, if you know anything about like project managing, PO, Scrum Master, I can do anything.
Very cool. Good on you for going for it.
Yeah, it's just too beautiful here, right, Demi? It's just so much better than Germany.
It is.
It is. It's a little bit hot right now.
It is. It's unusually hot in Belgium. But we love to have you here, Nadia. Come join us. Come be a Belgian, of course. We can start the Belgian chapter or something.
We will definitely. I will hand over the Berlin chapter to Ashutosh, and then he will have to find someone else to help him out, and then we will start the Belgium chapter.
Well, you heard it live, folks. You heard it. It's a live commitment now, live on an episode of TWIQ. So this is very exciting. That's so cool. That's so cool. I can't wait. Can't wait to see that happen. Excellent. And Nadja, anything else that's been happening in your week that you'd like to celebrate?
Celebrating, I would like to rant, but I'm not allowed to.
That's okay. You can rant if you want to rant.
No, I'm not allowed to because I'm not allowed to share that stuff online.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Not that you feel like you can't rant. Okay.
No, I know that I can.
Moving on.
Yeah.
I misunderstood. Sorry about that. I got it. Oh, there you go.
Debbie is making me very happy today with all her laughing and smiling. It's very contagious.
I have very chaotic energy. I can tell you that. I'm pretty sure my team is happy that I'm working from home today. But
chaotic energy, I love it. And Demi, is the fix coming through? Are you getting notifications to say it's available for retest?
No. I see they're trying to still plan out who is going to send it to production. So one is like, oh, do I need to do that? No, the developer needs to do this. Oh, the release notes are ready. So they're all discussing with each other who needed to do what to send it to production.
All right, well, we're all ready to do some live production sanity testing, do some checks. We're here for it.
We're here for it. But in the meantime, I see that Adi shared a joke in the chat, so maybe we can read the joke, because I always, more laughter is always better. So he says it's a joke for Rich for his stand-up comedy act. An API walks into a bar. The bartender asks for ID. The API says, "I send a token." Bartender says, "Sorry, it's expired." API jokes.
Oh, beautiful.
Is that it's the next level of dad jokes, I guess.
Yeah. Call the dad API. Dad jokes API.
Today I introduced one of my devs to the very exciting answer of an API being 418. I'm a teapot, and which is my absolute favorite response that an API can give. And the developer was like, "What do you mean it's a teapot?" So I had to explain the story. I absolutely love it when my batches answer that, even though it annoys me that they're being a teapot. I absolutely love the answer.
It's an absolute classic. And it's amazing that it still exists. Like, it's just, yep, it's always going to be there now. It's been defined. Can't change it. That's great. Some other wins that we've had this week. I'm just looking at my list. It was good to see Melissa Fisher. So Melissa Fisher is one of the MoTaverse ambassadors. She was at BCS SIGIST, so the software interest group. Sorry, the specialist interest group in software testing. Yes. Yeah. I remember that one just about. That's a win. Which I wasn't able to go to this week. But it was good to see Melissa Fisher. She did a joint talk with Suma and Bala because they realized, and it was a moment that Melissa had posted, that they had shared similar challenges, and they were like, "Oh, let's pair up on this and let's do a talk together." And I was like, that's cool when that happens, right? When two folks, in different contexts realize similar challenges and they want to collaborate and do a talk together. I thought that was very cool. And Melissa's awesome. Like, she's just up to really, really brilliant things. So in fact, her Call for Insights conversation is ace. So if folks haven't seen that or listened to it, I do recommend it. It's worth checking out. She's part of the 45.
45, and we wanted to get to 99. Oh,
right. Of course, 99. Keep it on brand, right? I said 100. I meant 99.
Let's see if we can maybe think of this. We can discuss with Simon on a Call for Insights. Yes. That's the next one. Oh no. How open is your calendar, Simon?
I can make these things happen. like nervous face, but I'll make it happen. It's fine. We'll work it out. We can make stuff happen. But yeah, I guess 99, 200, and 404, as you say, Nadia, would be a good target. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Eddie is sharing in the chat. I love me a dad joke, just my level. I think he should come on stage and share one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. More dad jokes, please, Eddie. Mm-hmm. And he also let us know about Melissa Fisher, that she was actually the one who reminded him about wins.
Yeah.
So he started a monthly track about wins. On every month he posts the this is that's awesome how they all connect.
Yeah. It's I think it was the last official wins episode where it was Melissa that sparked the kind of idea for us to double down on a dedicated wins episode. And that's not to say we can't share wins on other weeks. Of course we can, and that's part of it. But it's nice to kind of have a focus every so often, with many awesome things happening in the community. But yeah, keep it coming, folks. If you're in the chat and you want to share, no matter how big or small your win has been this week or the last month, last year or the last century. I like that, Demi, that reference, the different spaces of time. Do come and join us on stage. It's a nice, relaxed TWIQ this week. I can share another win if that's okay. So Rosie Sherry,
sure.
the founder and CEO of Ministry of Testing / MoTaverse, she was at a conference this week called the London Community Week. Again, I was gutted I couldn't make it. My wife was at another conference and we couldn't work out the childcare thing. Anyway, I'll try and go next year. While she was there, she bumped into Marie Cruz, who's part of the MoTaverse. And so it was like two different communities coming together. I was like, oh, that's so cool that can happen, right? So Marie was coming as a developer advocate for Grafana, Rosie going in as the community person that she is. And they were like, oh, you're here. So it was brilliant to see that. And not only that, myself and Rosie, we've started a thing called This Week in Community, which is like This Week in Quality, but for community. Have discussions around the world of community. So we started that, and it happens on a Wednesday. And Marie joined live as well. So she was sat opposite Rosie. So they kept swapping cameras and you could kind of see the different angles. It was very funny. But it was so cool that we got to record live at this conference. And I was asking Rosie before we went live, I said, can you try and get us on stage, on the main stage, and we try and do a live one? It didn't quite happen, but we thought that would have been very entertaining if we managed to blag ourselves on the main stage. But maybe next year we'll do a live episode. But I do see Rosie Sherry's hanging out backstage. Let's bring Rosie up on stage and see what's going on. Yay!
Hello, Rosie. Oh, yes. So, Rosie, do you have a good dad?
I don't get confetti.
Sorry.
Apparently
really
not.
bad.
Yeah.
Or mom joke is also okay.
Thing that only microphone.
Yes, it's just not working today. There we go.
What we need is a bit of rain.
Oh
no!
Not enough rain in the UK.
Not right now. Oof.
No.
Things are heating up. That's for sure. So, Rosie, how's your week in quality been? I was going to say community then, but I said quality instead.
It's been a week of community, definitely. It's good to go to London Community Week, as you mentioned. It was cool to bump into Marie, and that was our first experience of doing something live with someone opposite. So like we were literally like sitting opposite each other as we were chatting in This Week in Community, and yeah, it was quite funny because for my workshop, one of the things I did was to get people to sketch out a profile, like a community profile, or like an MOT profile that we have. And as part of it, I bought some star stickers. And like every time we did an activity or someone put their hand up to ask a question or did something, I would tell them to award themselves a star and to award other people stars, kind of bringing the MoTaverse into the workshop. But I also did that to Marie as we were live on This Week in Community. I handed her the stars as she was talking, which was quite funny.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. And I think there was an interesting talk that both of you called out separately, which I thought was cool, around community decay. And it sounds quite extreme, but just this expectation in the community world that members show up and they keep on showing up and they go on this big growth curve and they're contributing more constantly. If I've understood it correctly, the speaker was saying that's not the reality. People will move away from community for a while and come back, and that's okay. And we accept that as community professionals, that's the reality of running a community. That folks have different energy levels at different times and participate kind of on their terms as well. But yeah, I don't know if you had any further thoughts on that one, Rosie.
Yeah, she had a formula that I cannot remember, but in it was N for needs. So like I think like the thing in community is like, especially from up above, if you're working, I guess, in business and enterprises, they often ask you to kind of keep the engagement up, keep that going, blah blah blah. And really that's unrealistic and that's unfair on the members to always be putting that pressure on. And we know that, we've always known that, but I think in the community world, they probably know it as well, but haven't been able to express it. So the idea that we normalize that there is decay in certain ways and we start to identify what decay looks like, or I liked the angle of focusing on needs, because decay comes after a need has been met, and why should you keep coming back if you've already met your need? So from that perspective, it got me reflecting on the MoTaverse and what we're actually already doing is serving other needs, like leading with AI or like engineering chapter. We're looking at other needs to serve, or even becoming a speaker. Like you come in as a newbie, and then as people advance their careers, their need becomes like, oh, I want to be challenged to speak. And these are all different needs that we could perhaps create cohorts around of some sort, at least from like the data angle. It's like, okay, like this person has just done a talk, what comes next? Or this person has just moved into an engineering management role, what comes next? How can we serve those needs of whatever it is they need, right? And we're figuring that out. And like, I guess like the dinners is one example. Is at a more leadership level is like, I know a lot of people don't want to do talks anymore, but they still want to gather in smaller groups. So we're trying to do that, see if that addresses a need of people. But eventually the people who attend those dinners, their needs will change. And as community life goes on, I suppose it's forever evolving, forever trying to figure out what people need. And that's the reality of community life. You always think that you're gonna like, oh, next year we'll be settled and we'll know what we're doing, but actually next year it will change and we'll have to figure something else out as the world changes. And we can complain about it or we can accept it. And like I'm at the stage is like, oh, I'm in the acceptance stage of accepting that community will never stand still, and we'll always need to keep adapting as we evolve and grow.
Loving it. Helpful reflections, that's for sure. Just wondering if we have any more folks in the chat who are up for joining us. See if we can get beyond the 4, so we can get to 5 up on stage. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be a win in itself.
What's our high score?
Yeah.
Is it still 9?
Highest score without videos, I think, is 9. Yep. Highest score with, yeah, of course, Team 9 TWIQ crew. I think the highest score with videos on has been 6. I think. Then we got to 6. So
can we go to 7?
Well, let's see. Let's see if this is possible. I was waiting for someone to do it. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I knew Rosie would.
Yeah, totally.
Her children are just the age, I think.
Yeah. I think it just, Rosie, very quickly, sorry, Demi, to interrupt.
Go ahead. Yes.
I remember I took a quote from the world of leadership. I think it was a politician said it. I won't say who. I reframed it with community, and I'll post it in the chat because it reminds me of the needs and wants. So I've just found it on my notes. Community leadership isn't finding out what the community wants and giving it to them. Community leadership is working out what the community needs and then persuading them that it's what they want. I'm like, that's interesting. I'm thinking
that's our mindset, right? And I've been saying that for a while. Is like I've been a bit anti asking people for what they want, but rather just have, connecting with people, seeing, I guess, researching the wider ecosystem, talking to people and figuring out where it is that we can help them according to the things that they're saying. Because, just so many times people say, I want this, I want that. And then those exact people who say that they want the thing and we build it, then they never show up, right? And it's pretty, over the years, it's been frustrating at times, but also it's a lesson for us to find more confidence in building for our people, and that our people don't always understand the picture like we do. They don't dive in to all the things that we do daily. It would be unfair to expect members to do that. But as a team, we're the ones just deep in the MoTaverse, deep with our people every single day, and we can connect the dots. So I don't know if people feel that or see that at the moment, but that's kind of like our philosophy, is just like finding confidence in presenting solutions to needs from what we see. I guess it's a bit like the Henry Ford quote that often gets thrown about as if when he was designing cars, I can't remember what it is, but it's like people would have asked a horse instead of the car.
I think he never said that. I think
there you go, open myth.
Yeah, I think it's a myth. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm the one spreading myth now.
Who knows?
We could have a myth busting episode. I like that.
It's a bit like the frog in a frog in a boiling bucket myth. I don't know if you've heard of that one. They say that if you put a frog in a pot or a bucket, and with some water, and you start to boil the water slowly, it won't jump out on its own, and it will just die because it won't adapt to the change, and it just just dies or something. But apparently, like lots of like I don't know, speakers, influencers type people refer to that in their work as an example of like organizational change and how we don't see things changing around us and we just accept it instead of jumping out or doing something about it. But that's not true. You know, if you Google it, it's not true. But it's, you know, again, the urban myth that people keep referring to.
Indeed. The boiled frog. Poor frogs. I'm the same. I'm like, oh, what about the frogs? But they're fine. They're fine. They're okay. Yeah. So any other wins, folks, that have been on your mind? How about some other community members that you've been observing recently? Anyone jumping out where you're like, oh, you know what? Not jumping out, not like a frog, jumping out. It's kind of like, you know what? They're up to some good things, or it's lovely to see that person again, or I'm grateful for this person having done that.
I'm grateful for Ashutosh helping me out in the Berlin chapter, because it's a lot of work if you have to do it alone, and the people I've been working with before, they unfortunately don't have any time anymore, so it's not on them. They're just too busy, and I'm also a little bit too busy, and now Ashutosh has stepped in, so very, very grateful for that. And he's doing a great job also with the sponsor and like doing all the communications. It's great. So everybody give him a star, please.
I'm glad to hear that. That's very cool. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, lots of stuff goes on behind the scenes, right, for chapter leads. And it is effort and it does take kind of commitment. But we hope for those organizers and people that do have the capacity to bring people together, it's super rewarding, right? It feels amazing to host an event in person or online, to actually organize it, to bring people together. There's real strength in doing so. So if people aren't familiar, we have all sorts of local chapters across the globe. So if you head over to ministryoftesting.com/chapters, you can get an idea of those local spaces to meet up. We've also got online chapters as well. So This Week in Quality has its own chapter. So it's a nice way to stay connected. If you register for this chapter, we've got the engineering management chapter, got the AI chapter, we've got the Mothers of the MoTaverse chapter, which is awesome. So they're all happening, right? It's all happening. We've also got the developer relations chapter, DevRel chapter as well. That's slowly but surely taking off. So it's really cool. Kind of a nice way. And with the MoTaverse as a platform, it just makes it easier for people to organize. There's a little feature where you can easily send an announcement to everyone who's part of that chapter. So no like mucking about with email or all of that stuff. You can just ping a quick message. So for those who are part of the This Week in Quality chapter, you might get a message from me every week saying, "Oi, we're starting soon," or "This is happening." I'm using that feature to send those messages. It's just very straightforward and very helpful.
Technically, I could also do that, but I've refrained from pressing on that button because I was very tempted, but I didn't do it yet.
Next week, you have full permission.
Just go for it.
Just
go for it.
Just go for it. I am not going to press the button. I'm going to pretend it doesn't work for me. And I'll be like, Demi, please, can you do that? I'm not doing it. I refuse to do it next week. So there you go.
No, I noticed the button and was like, "Ooh, a new button for me. What can I do now?"
Absolutely, it supports emoji. You know, it will turn a link into a clickable link when it receives on someone's email client. So, yeah, go for it. Test the boundaries on that one. I think people who are part of the TWIQ chapter would appreciate you testing it, Demi. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes. We will give you feedback.
We look forward to whatever message you send next week.
Faster than your developers.
Oh my god. I'm pretty sure the whole of the TWIQ chapter knows of my love of pressing buttons by now. But
it will put a smile on my face if there's a test message within the message. It'll be a lot of fun. Yeah.
I once did that. I needed to test if mails were sent out to the right person. So I needed to check then I need multiple mail addresses to make sure the CC and the PCC and everything works. So I just randomly volunteered teammates without telling them. I just put in the message let Demi know if you received this mail. And then just waited that day to see if anyone would contact me.
That's brilliant.
Do it the same way. It sounds very normal. How else would you register yourself 5 different email addresses just to be able to? No, they already all have email addresses. I think that was a very straightforward way to do it.
So I got messages from all of them Denny, did you send me a mail for something? You received it. Now I can check that the test passed. We're like, what?
Love it.
Yeah.
I always remember those days. I remember testing some systems where it would accidentally email everyone, and you'd be like, "Oh boy."
I had that. I received the same email 4 times from our internal learning platform today. It's like every week they send out an email so you can I don't know, put your knowledge on skills, something like that. And I got it 4 times, so still happens. Something was broken and he fixed it, and then I probably received the ones I missed the last weeks because I usually just ignore them because all my skills are already in the system.
I see. That makes sense.
I'm the only one who mapped all the skills, 1,161 skills in that platform. But I also helped build the platform, so.
That's a win. That is a big win. That's epic. Talking of other wins, we recently went live with the talks from Leading with AI. So this is an event that we hosted a few weeks ago in London. They are now available on the sessions page.
Nice.
Yeah, so go check them out for people who weren't able to attend in person. There's 4 talks right now on there with James Pearce, Priti Gupta, Nick Pikett, and then the folks at PwC. So that's James Chulton, Helena Brown, and Swapnil Banerjee. And there's now a new official section on the sessions page, which is great. So you can head over to the sessions. You can find it in the footer, actually, under the Learn section on ministrytesting.com. But when you jump on there, it's right near the top. There's now a section called Leading with AI that's ready for people to check out. So that's available for all our professional members. Thank you, Nadja, for sharing that link. Appreciate it. Very cool. Yeah, they're really good. I mean, yeah, we were very fortunate to be able to watch them in person and in real time. And yeah, very insightful day. When you watch these talks, I do recommend that people create a moment, use that as a way to reflect on your learnings, play it back to the community, and help others discover those talks as well. And at least, bring your take onto it as well, or your reflections. Does it make sense? Do you agree, disagree with it? You can counter some of the things that are being shared as well. That's very much welcome if done in a collaborative way. But yeah, share your learnings. And if you wanted to, for those who have access to Claude, we have a learning companion skill that's now available, which allows you to. I tried it yesterday. It was really cool. It prompts you with some questions about what it is you've just watched and kind of helps you reflect on your learning. So that's available, the Claude Learning Companion skill under Insights. So we've got a new section called Claude Skills. And you will be able to find the Claude skill, and it's called Turn Your Learning into Evidence. And whilst I'm on the page, I will share it in the chat for those who are following along live. That's really cool. Oh, which reminds me of another win I forgot to share earlier on. I finally got round to building a Claude skill to help you put together an exploratory testing charter. I've been meaning to do it for a while. I found the space to do it. And even if you're not using Claude, you can just use the step it's like just a very straightforward guide of 8 steps, 8 things you can capture when you're planning an exploratory testing session. It's pretty lightweight, but it's also, just got some stuff in there that I think helps people when they're going to get started with an exploratory testing session. Some things to think about. It's got an example output. If you're on Clause, you can download the skill and give it a go. It guides you through that process, asks you questions, prompts you. It was fun to build it, actually. It's really nice to build that one and to put in some guardrails and all of that stuff. But do go check it out. I will share a link to that in the chat as well. Wow.
And
I've been rabbiting on because there's a couple of people backstage, right, Demi? I think that's what you're just about to say.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. They just joined. So I'm guessing they want to help us break the record of the most people on stage with the camera on.
Let's do it. Well, let's bring both Gary and AD on. I think Gary might have jumped in just before. So we want to hear from Gary first and then yourself next, AD. So let's do that.
And if anyone in the audience wants to join in, even just to join the stage, so we can break our record and have a live win, like do join the stage queue. You don't have to say anything else if you don't want to. We want to break the record.
Just only turn on your camera for seconds.
Sorry.
So we can grab the screenshot to celebrate it.
I'm sorry. Okay. Hi, Gary and AD.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, we're doing
I love
great.
your t-shirt, AD.
Yes. Sorry, I'm bearing my shoulders as well.
That's fine. I can't show my
shoulders. I mean, it applies if you can't see the VW bus, of course. I got it as a present for my 60th birthday.
Hey, that's awesome. That's a cool t-shirt. So, Gary, what's been happening? What wins can you celebrate this week?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really have much to say, and I wanted to see other people get up. But you're stuck with me, so I apologise if you're so bored with my voice and I keep coming up every time. But there you go. But there's not much really. Well, between us, because I know we're all kind of friends and we all keep secrets. I was some of you are aware I've been sort of going for this kind of new position. I've not really kind of talked about it much, and obviously the company doesn't. Or people, my team don't know much about it. A couple of people do. But I will, once I get to the end of this process, I will write about it and I'll put a stick in a moment. But the outcome is very important to what the story will be. But the process was that I was going to have to put a pitch together. And so I started, and this sort of process started about six weeks ago, and being, as I've kind of referred to, an OCD on being organized, is I'd started putting this presentation together ages ago, worked through it for about a week or two and thought, yeah, I'm happy with that. But I wasn't going to be forceful as in, so when is this process going to be starting, and sort of going after the bosses or anything like that. So I kind of left it alone. And nothing really happened. So I just carried on being the QA lead and just carrying on doing what I do. And then the conversation started of like, yeah, we're going to schedule this next week so you can do your pitch then. So then I thought, I looked back at my pitch and it's like, it's very much, and it was I'm so pleased I did this, because I looked at it and I thought it's very much, I'm trying to pitch to win this role. And when I kind of read back on it, I said, it doesn't sound like me. So I kind of left that to one side and did a version 2, which was like, I need to pitch me and what I would bring to the role, so that if I got the role, is I could be me doing it, rather than promise something which is not necessarily what I would believe, but I'm kind of like pitching what I think they believe. So it was really useful, that. And my win this week is I kind of finished that, and I used a bit of because it was in a PowerPoint, so I used a bit of Copilot to say, what do you think of this? With a kind of more descriptive prompt. And it was pretty good, and it come back with a couple of good suggestions. that I agreed with, and like a contradiction. Like I said something at the beginning, and you've completely contradicted that at the end. It's like, yeah, I have, haven't I? so yeah, it kind of like helped tidy that up. But it's not an AI presentation; it is 100% mine. But I just got that kind of feedback. So that's really my big win this week. Is that. So we'll see where that goes. Yeah.
Amazing, Gary. Appreciate you sharing. Oh, that's all very
Jesse
exciting.
was already in the chat from the moment you started speaking. Like, did you get it? Like,
Yeah.
no one wants to know what happens after.
No, it's next week, and then it's next Friday that I'm going to have this chat, and then I'm on holiday for a week, so I'm probably not going to know until.
But is it before TWIQ or after TWIQ next Friday?
Oh, it's after.
Ugh.
No.
I mean, we can adjust TWIQ if you want, and we can make it an episode where you're having that conversation, and we could just do it live if you want. We can make that happen.
If I can get another camera, we could just you could watch me do the pitch.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We can come with you, Sarah, in the chat.
They get very confused as to what camera I was looking in. Because
feedback is like, he seemed really distracted, and we don't know why.
I'd be wanting to look at you guys, obviously.
But we'd be in the background. I go, yeah, you got this, like cheering you on, and you'd be like,
or it could be worse. You'd be going, "Shut up, Gary! No."
Absolutely.
And all of us like silently, go, Gary, go, go in the background.
Yeah. So, yeah, but it's. But I kind of like always. The one quick point that I'll make, and I've mentioned this before, and I said this to Rosie on like the ambassadors call, is I don't think, in all seriousness, I would, if a year ago, I wouldn't have even considered going for the role. If the role had come up, I wouldn't have even considered going up. Before I'd come into the MoTaverse, I wouldn't have even considered going for it. But everything that I've picked up, all the things I've learned, all the connections that I've got has, and a lot of the conversations, especially around quality engineering and, how do quality engineers get to like head of quality, head of engineering and stuff. It's kind of like been an inspiration to me to think I could do this. So yeah. So that's a big thank you to everyone that's here, and everyone that's talked, and and everyone that's imparted any information and got involved and got on the stage of TWIQ. That would be it's been great. That's enough from me. Adie's here.
It's brilliant.
Come on, Adie.
Just one comment, just one final comment, Gary. I want to call it out is you are now, well, you have been for a while, like a community conduit. So you are like, for any organization that hires you, you're an instant conduit to loads of other people, right? And that is, a company can't really put a price on that. So that's an amazing thing that you have become by going for it. So very cool.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Mr. Adie Stokes, welcome.
Hello, my fellow humans, and all that and things. And how the hell am I supposed to follow that? I mean, come on.
Hey, all wins are equal, right?
I have seen in the past. I wouldn't be where I am and do all the stuff I've done if it weren't for the MoTaverse, and I've been around it for well over a decade. So that's well documented. But I so much love hearing other people's story where they've connected with people or they've found stuff. Like the MoTaverse helped me in the first lockdown because I started it unemployed, and I got leads from people in the MoTaverse to apply for jobs and differently. So like the MoTaverse helped me get a job when in a time of like heavy stress and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a win. But yeah, mine wins are going to sound absolutely pathetic after that. So, but I have got a 45-year story of a hunt for an achievement that I finally achieved, and I did put it in a moment. I'd started playing darts when I was about 12-year-old, and 40 odd years later, I finally hit 180.
Amazing.
I've hit bullseyes, I've hit checkouts over 100. I'd never hit 180, and I was so stunned. I literally stood there when I let go of the third one and went, "That's not in, is it? Is it in? Is it not in?" And I was like creeping up to the dartboard really slowly. It's going, "Is it? Is it? Is it? It's in! Oh my god!" Like, well, what do I aim for now? I got so high, and it was like, what do I do? Like, I've even like I've had 100. Like, I used to play to practice 101, trying to hit treble 17 and a bull. And that took me about a decade, but I've done that. Treble 17 and bull as a checkout for 101. But yeah, first ever 180. I don't know. I'm hoping it doesn't take me another 40 odd years to hit another one. But I have a dartboard in my office when I'm stuck. If I did put it in an article about getting unstuck. When I'm completely stuck with something, like walk away, go for a walk, do other thing, I throw darts at the board. I'll try and hit 5 bulls and 25, or then I'll do 501 down. But it distracts your mind because you have to add up as you're doing it. And then I'll be halfway through a set and go, oh, actually, I could do this. Yeah. So I hit 180. This week I recorded a podcast on accessibility and its future because it's the 1 year anniversary of the European Accessibility Act. So that was quite one. I'll share it in the observatory in a moment about it and stuff like that. I've managed to outline a vision for the cricket club that I've become chairman for the second time. Because like the thing I'm hearing from most people is like we're looking at what's in front of us, we're not looking at what's ahead or where we're going or what we want to do. So I've scoped out a 5-year vision for that. Tuesday was my 36th wedding anniversary, so we went away for the weekend, went away for a night. In one of these glamping pod things, that was lovely. And I found out, not last week, just before last week, I thought my workshop for MoTaverse had been rejected, but it wasn't. It was like it had a different status. I didn't really know what that was. So when I finally clicked on it and had a look, it wasn't rejected. It was, you do this as an article. So I've started drafting an article from this workshop idea. So it's like all the ideas I had for the workshop, which has been part for ages, I've been going, oh, why did they do it that way? Oh, I should be doing this and that. So actually writing it out, making the thing better. And I'll end up doing a workshop at Leeds instead of MoTaverse. Or maybe I'll do next year, I don't know. But then actually today, I was late and then I was in and out and disappearing because my TV box has been down for a week. And they sent me a replacement and that was damaged. It rattled when you moved it, things were moving around inside. So they sent me another one. And then that wouldn't sync to the account. It wouldn't work. I spent over 2.5 hours on the phone with them. 2 different people trying to sort it out. Nothing worked. So I said, just send me an engineer or cancel my account and there was somebody else. So the engineer, so 2 of them came today. One of them was outside messing with cables. One was inside messing with boxes, coming up because I've got a mini box up here. And it's technically like the normal call out time is 45 minutes. It took them like nearly 2 hours. But I finally got a box that works, and it's like it was another box. You had to go get an actual other box. So I've had 4 different boxes I've tried to get TV to work.
Oh, Eddie, you might
That
have.
sounds like an entire week of wins. Oh my god.
So yeah. If you want for streaming platforms, I wouldn't have seen anything. And I've got a bot literally on the women's World Cup cricket T20 final was on Sunday. Because we set off Monday for a night away. So Sunday afternoon, I was literally sat in the office watching the T20 final, and I can't sit in front of the desk without fiddling with stuff and doing things. So cricket's a long game. It's a long time in between balls, in between overs. So in between overs, I was like writing stuff and editing and doing other stuff. So I ended up having a working cricket afternoon. So that's a win, I suppose, because I enjoyed the working, I enjoyed the cricket, even though we lost. Well, lost is too simplistic. We got absolutely panned by Australia. But I mean, getting panned by Australia is nothing new, is it? For England. But yeah, no, that's it. And I love doing Gary's story. So only hearing about, I don't know, 30% of this has been really good.
Well, folks, people can come back to this. This will go live as an episode on the MoTaverse. For those people who subscribe on YouTube as well, they can get access to this. We are coming close to the 60 minutes and we've topped over the hour.
Oh,
so
you said come on stage, you do a dad joke.
Oh, yeah, we've got 30 seconds, 80, because I need to wrap up before the 60.
Really quickly, I'm always grateful for everything I got, but there's one present that I was horrified about. We used to live in a small little house with no garden, and I got a trampoline for Christmas, and I absolutely hit the roof.
Whee! On that bombshell, folks, wonderful way to end the episode. We're going to sign off now. Thank you to everyone who has been part of This Week in Quality. It's been a wonderful way to share this Wins Week. We will see you all soon, folks. It's bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.